Hello there people, this is Bruce McCall or nintenbruce here, and I'm just going to start a discussion about the new Forbidden list for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game taking effect the 14th of July 2014. I've been trying to keep an eye out for this actually for a little while, and sod's law it is, I haven't really been on the internet that much for the past week, and sod's law, it appears on the first day that I'm not really on the internet. How about that? But doesn't matter, you know, we can still have a good discussion about this, even when the actual ban list takes effect, you know, discuss how it's affected the game. In all honesty though, I don't think it's going to affect the game that much. There's only a few changes. They are pretty big in my opinion for certain decks and playstyles, but there's ways to counter those changes as well. So rather than just mumbling about my words and making things all cryptic, we'll just go straight into it. So I think the big change is that there's nothing that's been bunged straight into the Forbidden list, which is really, really bizarre, I find. Usually there's at least one thing put into Forbidden, but no, it's very nice. You know, no deck has to worry about being completely restricted in one aspect. There is no change on the Forbidden format, which is quite nice indeed. So we'll just move straight on into what's been limited. And this, I must admit, I'm very surprised about. Goyo Guardian. So for those of you that don't remember the pain, 6-star Synchro Monster, beastly attack 2800, and on top of that, if it does destroy a monster by battle, then it gains that monster at the end of the damage step put into defense mode, which is a really, really insane effect, and I'm surprised at this coming back. But with other cards that have been, sort of unrestricted, I can kind of see where they're going. I think they're testing the waters with Goyo Guardian to see if it breaks the game or whatnot. The thing is, you'll have certain decks set in their way anyway, like I believe Evil Swarms are purely XYZ monsters. You've got, I suppose, mono decks as well, you know, the spell books, they'll just do their thing. So Goyo Guardian won't really apply to them, you know, they'll just bust out things and go from there. Light Sworn again, another one. So this is the thing, I think this could be, although surprising, this could be a good time to test the waters and try out Goyo Guardian and see how many decks take it up basically. Obviously Synchro decks will do. But again, I'm going on and on about Goyo Guardian. At the end of the day, I think it's probably the right time to test the waters and see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, we got BLS back, didn't we? So there you are. And then this is a new one, straight into the limited section, Gear, which I think it's too right to just restrict it to one. It's a simple activation, you get 2 monsters out. You know, that's just completely unfair. I hate to sound like one of these whiny guys, but to have 3 of those in the deck, and just wait for it to either be your turn or you activate it in the opponent's turn and then activate another one in your turn, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, Gear, quite happy to see that go down to 1, and it still gives the deck options, which is nice. And with that, that's it for the limited. We then go straight into semi-limited. This is amazing, isn't it? So, Magician of Faith. I'm not sure about you guys, but I haven't seen anyone play Magician of Faith, even in the occasional Spellcaster deck that I come against. So, I think Konami are right to bring this up to, you know, semi-limited, see if anyone takes much notice of it. I personally don't think they will. I really don't, but we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. Now this is an interesting one, Formula Synchron. I don't think it makes great changes to the game. I mean, people who like to play Quasar Dragon, which I believe, I could be wrong, I can't remember if that's still OCG or not, but yeah, it'll be helpful to them. For other Synchro decks, not too certain. We'll see what can be made. I think it's fair, to be honest, though. I honestly think it's fair with the amount of other decks which can, you know, stun quite easily and, you know, OTK you quite quickly as well. Yeah, I think it's fair to see. You know, we'll see what happens. I think 3 will be crazy, so we'll see what happens at 2. And then I'm very happy with this, Reinforcement of the Army. Personally, I don't see why it was restricted to 1 anyway. Like, back in the day it was quite a powerful card, but I think this has been a long time coming. There's been so many other Searcher cards out there that people have got more than one of. Why not Reinforcement of the Army? So yeah, that'll be very interesting to see. I can't think of any decks. I'm even thinking the Noble Knights, like they probably won't benefit too much because they've got their own real. I don't want to say their own searches anyway, but you know, they kind of do their own thing anyway, XYZ easily. They've got a lot of searching for equip cards regardless. I don't think Reinforcement of the Army is going to help them, but we'll see what anyone else can make. And then this is quite interesting to see. I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. Mirror Force brought up to 3 and Dimensional Prison back up to 3. Dimensional Prison, I think that's fair because that's a 1-for-1 card anyway. And that could be used against Goyo Guardian for those that are really worried about that. And the same with Mirror Force as well. That could be applied to decks which just swarm and then you blow them all up really with a simple attack. I don't see too many people whacking in 3 Mirror Forces. In the day, I think you're going to be choosing between Mirror Force or Dimensional Prison. So this will be interesting. This will be very, very interesting to see how people play this. So yeah, that's actually it. Ban list sorted. Only in effect for 2.5 months. And with the subtle changes they made, I think that's fair. Like I say, very, very nice to see Gear go down to 1. It only affects that one sort of deck, but there you go. But yeah, Goyo Guardian at Formula Synchron, interesting to see. Yeah, I could go through all the cards again. I've already listed my thoughts on it. I mean, what do you guys think? Even though they're just subtle changes, I think this is still very nice and still opens up a few things, especially with Reinforcement of the Army. I mean, that's going to be nice, especially for, well, again, Synchro decks, I guess, for those using Junk Synchron. And any other sort of warrior-based deck, obviously. So yeah, we'll see. As always, guys, pop your comments and thoughts in the section below, and we'll have a good old little discussion about it. And until next time, you guys take care, and I will see you again soon.